One film that we reviewed in 2024 was Tangled Before Ever After. Another film that we reviewed in 2024, That Movie Wishes and Tangled Before Ever After. Another film that we reviewed in 2024, Noel Diary Wishes and Tangled Forever. Another we reviewed 20 Love the Diary Wishes Tangled Before that we reviewed 20 Angry Diary and Tangled another in 2020 them up you didn't manage the Noel Diary Wishes and Before Ever After. Another and after film that we reviewed in 2024, Daddy's Vampire Thunder Bang Bang. And T the Nuri that wishes for another aside I'm Global Van 3. Ready? Hey people, we couldn't find some of our Christmas costumes, so I hope you enjoyed these.
We got an elf on the shelf.
I hope you enjoyed these public domain cheap After Effects. And I hope you tolerated my terrible singing while I was outside in the snow. Or at least I'm hoping it's snowing. Anyway, this is a December review, which means Kay gets to pick the first one because she won the one-sided coin toss. Darn it, why did I have to pick tails? Anyway, what is the name of this movie?
The Noel Diary.
Mm-hmm.
It's on Netflix, so if you got Netflix, you can get it.
Any relation to The Secret Diary of Desmond Pfeiffer?
No.
So anyway, Noel Wells stars in this autobiography.
Noel
Wells. She was an SNL cast member for a season.
Ah.
She was the one who did Girls, who did the Lena Dunham impression. She also did a Britney Spears impression. She has an Emma Stone impression. She did like 10 or 12 impressions on her YouTube video.
Cool.
I don't know a whole lot about this movie apart from it was directed from the guy who did Father of the Bride Part 1 and 2. And it stars Essence Atkins, who I know, who was the older sister on Smart Guy, starring Taj Mowry.
Okay. Go get the coaster cat.
You're sure?
Yeah,
Okay, but if anything bad happens, I'm holding
that's
you
okay.
against it.
So I'm going to go ahead and
She's gonna
start
mainly talk about it
talking about
because
Spaced Out.
I can't tell you 10 things about this movie.
Okay, so Jacob Turner, he is a very famous author. He's got, I don't know, they didn't say how many books he's got. Justin, he'll just stand there.
It's okay, it's okay.
He'll just stand there and get it undone. Okay. So he was at a book signing, and then when he gets home, he's kind of like wiped out. It's been a long day. So he's just relaxing with his dog, and he gets a phone call. Well, then he just like declines it. He gets it again, and then he's like, okay, hello, is this Jake Turner? Yes, it's Jake Turner. I don't need any life insurance, house repairs, nothing. And that's not why I'm calling. Oh, okay. No utility problems, nothing. I'm fine. Oh, so then he explains he is the attorney, the lawyer for his mom. His mom just passed away last week, and she left everything to him. He did have a brother that died when he was 8 years old. So anyway, the lawyer needed Jake to sign some paperwork because all of her possessions were given to him.
Yeah.
So not expecting, but he does make the ride, and his mom was a hoarder. She never threw anything out. She had so many boxes of unopened Kleenexes, toilet paper, bunch of empty water bottles, everything else.
Could give that to charity.
Yeah, just piled up. And oh,
Or germaphobes,
don't
I
even
guess.
open the fridge. He opened the fridge and he's like, oh God, close that fridge right away.
Bunch of
Ooh.
food expired, probably.
Yeah, probably. Yeah. So the lawyer is like, okay, so everything is yours. You're fine. I'll order you a dumpster. It'll be delivered. So he went back home for the night with his dog again, May or something. Anime? No, what was his dog's name?
Anime?
Something.
It's a Japanese dog, apparently.
And so then he comes back to the dumpsters there, and he's starting to clean out the house, and garbage bag was so cheap it broke, throwing it into the dumpster, and oh mom, oh, kicks the dumpster or punches it or something. So he keeps seeing this young lady that's across the street staring at the house. So finally he goes over and asks, what's going on, whatever. And she told him a little bit, and then he kind of learned her whole story, and then she was kind of learning about him too. She was engaged, and she thought it was so cool they couldn't agree on a ring, and he gave her a ring from a cigar. Ooh, had it in a box and everything. So her mom used to be like a live-in housekeeper, nanny, babysitter for Jared and his brother.
Wasn't there something in this about a woman who was reading a letter?
No, she was writing a diary.
I thought she was reading the letter and that it was like the person who wrote it was like in past tense.
Her mother wrote the diary, the Noel diary.
About how she had to give her up as a kid or something?
Her parents didn't want her parents wanted her to give it up. So she packed a bag and she left. And then Jake's mom and dad took her in as a live-in babysitter, nanny, whatever you want to call her. And it was probably a very good time for her to be there. But his dad, after his younger brother or older brother, one of the two, died by falling in out of the tree, um, then he kind of left his wife because he felt like there wasn't anything left between them. So the girl is trying to find her mom because she was put up for adoption. And when you turn a certain age, you get to have some of the files opened. But all they would do is give her a first name, no last name, no nothing. So she had done all the research and found that her mom used to live at that house, which, like I said, she was a live-in babysitter. So then they're on an adventure. Well, wait, they have to wait for the neighbor to get home from a very long date.
So the flashback about how the mother said, like, don't name the kid,
Yeah,
you'll get attached to it. Was
she
that the
did name.
flashback?
She was reading the diary. It was a
Okay,
flashback.
so
She named her daughter Angelica. Angela. How do you say it?
Angelica?
Yeah, because she was her angel, and that she would always love her. So with the girl getting
She would
married,
later star on Rugrats.
so the lady had told her what her name was and everything. And then the neighbor was like, you know who would know more? Your father. And then Jake was like, no, no, I can't go see him. No. And then this girl, what was her name? Melissa? No.
Do you think I remember?
What was her name? Huh. Okay.
uh,
So,
let's call her Tatum. I don't know.
no, it wasn't even close to that.
What? I was just picking a name.
So,
Or
Melissa, I think it was.
okay.
We'll just call her Melissa. Not a very.
Last name McCarthy. What?
No!
It was either that or last name Rivers.
Okay, whatever. You go with
Oh, I have a third one, but I'm not gonna say it.
that. Good.
You wouldn't get the reference. Some people out here might. I'm just making name puns. I'm sorry.
Yeah. So the neighbor was like, yeah, you should go see your father. No, 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 I'm not going to do that. I can't do that. And then she talks to him. Well, she was going to drive away and go to his dad's house. And then she thinks he's poor, a starving artist.
Oh yeah, that's when there's the huge cabin. Um, you said it was pretty big.
Yeah, we're
I think
because remember
I just remembered the name of that
he
movie.
took her. He said, "Are you hungry?" And because she was like eating a sandwich, and he took her to an Italian restaurant, and she surprised him. Remember, she spoke in Italian. She knew Italian, French, and part of German or something. She was a language major in college.
And you heard me earlier do my terrible Italian impression.
So
Mamma mia! There's this movie called The Terminator. There's gonna be another one. I've seen the movie Aliens. Let's call it Terminator 2. Mamma mia! I apologize, Italians.
oh god. Okay,
I'm very sorry.
so now they're on this road trip to go see his dad, and they stop in this place, and this inn only has one room left. So he's like, nope, that's not going to do. And then she's like, we'll take it. Okay. So then he finds out
Weren't
it's
there
her
two
birthday.
guys that had to like share a room, and there was a discussion about like, what is this rom-com? What, like a romantic comedy?
No, that was the first place that they stayed
Okay.
at.
I remember
And
that
there were
part.
2 rooms.
Meta.
There were 2 rooms, but they were connecting. And that's, she stayed up all reading his book. He didn't know that he bought his book. Oh, thanks. Woo!
The Emily Blunt movie that I remembered was like Wild You or Wild Love or Wild something. It was Wild Tart.
Ah. Hmm. it's her birthday. So they celebrate, and champagne came, chocolate cake, one candle, and then she was like, turned the music on, and she said, "Dance with me." Oh, no, 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 dance with me. Okay, really saw that there were some feelings between these two, and she to see. Wait, they saw the father. No, okay, I'm getting mixed up now.
Okay, all Atkins was in this movie like 2 months.
The father. Sometimes the father, the fighting down a tree. He's never house.
Should I make reference? Jake from
Oh God, was Nick is tracker.
Jake from Farman. So he ran like a movie. It's like one of these because State Farm. That had anything to do with not
Oh,
the circus.
Katy Perry song.
I'm gonna go into the
Oh, it's on Netflix.
hour long watch. You a review of the movie and replace watching the movie. Result he's a lot of movies. We were well.
Not like that.
Gave me material to work with.
Huh.
I think the movie was um if you know like uh probably uh Ali Parton movie for one, but they reminded uh, Naked Lady song. Dun, 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 one day.